Hello, 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 everyone. Let's bring this down. Give it a little bit more light. What a day. Actually, not much of a day. Got some good news. Let's see. Last time I talked to you, my husband's got a cold. I thought I might have allergies. Still think that it might be more allergies than a cold, but maybe a slight cold. He's got it worse than I do. Let's see. Church situation. Went last. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, I told you guys because it was like Thursday or Friday that I did the last live. That the guy that was teaching Revelations, just a little thing on it. He mainly preached to us and not did the Bible study. So, I'm watching a van. He's on BlackBerry. I don't know where he's at. Maybe he came across BlackBerry. So let's see. We got a camera on our roof. So I can actually he's going straight. See? Our camera on our roof. Oh, he's turning around. So he backed up and turned around and he's going back. Crazy. I don't see him now. It's like all of a sudden. I mean, it's like this, so it's really hard to see, but okay. Hold on. Maybe once up. There you go. So getting back to Wednesday, he preached. He did basically a sermon to us and not about Bible study. And so on Tuesday, we filled out paperwork, everybody, to become a member of the church. So we have everybody there that, this way can't come back and say, you're not a member, you're not a member, you're not a member. And we can say, yes, we are. And we dated it back when we started. So, too bad. Too bad, so sad. But anyways. And then he kept referring to his sermon on Sunday, which was basically putting the fingers and shaking at different people. And the one thing that got me, and I'm still mad about it, that he used almost word to word to basically, I would say maybe banish me, And I told I told our pastor that, and he goes, no. He goes, people get angry because something happens and you get mad at God. God will still always be there and bring you back. So kind of a insurance. I said, but it just makes me mad that he put, he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, he put almost all of us there. But anyways, we got from the state, we got an amended and got that back. Um, Doing a couple of other things that's actually going to there's little Miss Libby. There's little Miss Libby right there. Say, hello people, I'm here. But anyways, so that paper came in this today. Tim got the text and okay, say yes, he's saying awesome. I'm going, yes, woo woo. Because that's just one step closer of not have to worry about them taking the church from the pastor. And there's a group of us that if they did, there wouldn't hardly be a handful of people. I can't wait till Wednesday until he realizes that it's just his people going to be outside of. I feel so sorry because our pastor has to be there. But anyways, so that's done. Tim's got a cold. He's feeling a little bit better this afternoon. We went to church yesterday, and of course, the guys, that does that we're having issues with. Okay, he didn't show up for some reason. They claimed he was volunteering at his work because someone called in. Yeah, volunteering. I don't think he wanted to be there. I think he's worried about what's going on. So, yeah, we're pretty much almost 80 degrees here. Actually, we are 80 degrees outside, but there is actually a breeze coming through, which is making it more comfortable and cooler and everything. I could open up that window. Hold on, I'm going to open up this window and see if it makes it a little bit cooler in here. So, hold on. So, Tim's working. Tim's working from until 10:15 tonight, which it kind of gets me up. I know it's retail, and I've worked in retail for God knows how long. But he was actually told that he didn't have to work in evenings. She had plenty of people in evenings. And all of a sudden, he's working until closing. And because he basically told her he's getting a little bit too old to do evenings. Oh, not a problem. And then all of a sudden, they scheduled him for a couple of days. Or is it 3 days? I don't know. But anyways, on Monday, he worked he was there at 6. Was it at 6? No, 10. Got off at 3. No, 6. Well, anyways, he got off at 1. That's what it was. He got off at 1. And next thing he got home and I had soup and no, that was the day that I did fish and chips. Surprised him. Homemade French fries, steak fries, and fish, and so we had fish and chips. And he gets this phone call asked him if he could come in and help him because the fresh load wasn't going to be there until like 4 o'clock. He didn't get home until like 8. And he grumbled about that. And I go, well, you wanted this. You wanted this job. You have not talked to them, have you? No. Well, then you deserve it. I didn't say you deserve it, but I said, you signed up for this. See, and if it was me, I would have called them up right away as soon as I got my schedule and say, I was told when I was hired that I wouldn't have to be working until closing. And I don't mind working in the evenings, 6, 7, 7:30, maybe 8. But yeah, he's working today. He's got tomorrow off, which is good because the Bible study that we do want to go to, which our pastor is doing, is tomorrow night. And then then he's got to work Wednesday night. And that's the one that we're not going to anyways. But the thing is, I told him, I said, the thing is that we're going, and once we get this all straightened out, we'll be going back again. And he's like, well, I just gotta work. Well, then they better, my opinion is they better raise your pay. If they want to call you and work you all these stupid hours, I told you this was rambling on. If they want you to go all these hours like this, where you can't plan your day out because of the hours that they want you to keep, that's on you. I'm sorry, but when you start getting up in age, you kind of start thinking about that. You want to slow down. And on top of that, they should pay him better if they're going to do this to him. And people go, well, it's, what he's doing, and the type of job that he's doing ain't much. Well, put it this way. If you work for Kroger, stocking, okay, let's bring it up. Average. So overnight stock, so he's right in between. Okay. Here. But we're up in Brookings. They were paying the stalkers. They could go up. Their starting pay was like 19. So, but the nightly stalker had a extra $1 or $2 per hour. They're not here. And I was a cashier. I was making more than that up there. was making 25, 26. So, nowadays it's like really nobody can do anything, especially if you're part-time. So, but okay, whatever. He could be he's not an alcoholic, he's a workaholic. So they're going to work his butt to the bones because that's just the way he is. And when he gets really tired and exhausted from it, I'm just going to look at him and going to throw up my hands. I said, "You asked for it. You were told this. You were told this, and you did this, and they did this to you. And instead of you putting your foot down and saying, no, you told me this, and you didn't get it in writing." He didn't get anything in writing. So he goes, "Well, at least I got Sundays off. Sundays." That ain't the point. But I'm going to keep my mouth shut over that. It's not it's not one of those things. I think about it. Yeah, it gets my goat, but it's nothing to argue about. It's not worth of arguing about something like this. I'll just let him go on until he starts complaining, and I'll go, "You did it to yourself. They said this, then they did this, and you didn't speak up. Or if you did speak up, you said, well, you want more hours, and that's why they threw all these crazy hours at you." It's retail. It's corporate retail. So, but let's see. So there's nothing really much planned this week so far. I think we might go to the senior center to eat tomorrow. I need to go to the post office tomorrow morning. And Bible study tomorrow night. Wednesday, he's working. Thursday, he's working. Friday, he's working. Saturday, I don't know. So, it's whatever. Whatever he wants to do. And he's complaining about gas prices and trying to get he's going, well, even if I had Wednesdays off, we might not go to Wednesday's Bible study because it's just costing too much in gas. And I'm going to look at him going, yeah. And I'm probably going to be a smart mouth and go, yeah. And when you want to go into Reno to do something, and it's only one thing, I'm going to say, no, we can't do that because of gas prices. You got to sit on your butt out here and do nothing. Because that's what you told me, basically, if I wanted to go to Bible study. I have to sit on my ass and twiddle my thumbs out here. So guess what? Just because you can drive doesn't mean that you need to waste gas. He'll actually figure it out, and he'll go, oh, I did say that. So, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of dust way out there, like someone's driving, going crazy. I asked him if he was going to take his motorcycle tonight. Yeah, he said that on the pavement, a coyote came running in front of him. Not, not close enough so that he'd hit, but far enough. when he came home the other night. So he goes, maybe it'll be safer for me in the truck. I'm going, whatever. And he's not feeling good, so I go, whatever. Yes, I let him get a motorcycle. Yes, I did. And the reason why I did that is last time we were here for like 10 months. He wanted to get a motorcycle, and we got up there and he talked about it. And I go, no, not in Oregon. I go, you have people in Oregon that do not pay attention to motorcycles there at all. And out here, we notice that they do pay attention to the motorcycles, the ATVs, the quads, and stuff more than they do, than up there. So, and he had to take a class. Costed a little bit of money, but he did take a class. And it made it so he's got an endorsement on his license that he can ride a motorcycle. So it's a good thing. Might tell him I want a tractor. Drive all the way all over the place on a tractor. What are you doing? Drive to his store on a tractor. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm getting a few things. How did you get here? On my tractor. Yeah, you don't have to have a license to drive farm equipment. So that's a thought, but what other thing? I was gonna, I need to come up with other things to talk about than rambling on. But I figured I'd jump on here and ramble on for a little bit. So about 5. It's almost 5. But I'm see if I can get more. I'm going to figure out what I want to talk about next time. Write it down so I have notes. So that'll be a good thing. And we will write him down. And I was kind of thinking, we can kind of do it right now before 5. And I don't know if I can pull. I'll have to play with it. My sister just sent me this one. They're so cute.
2-inch red jungle fowl. This is full grown, about as big as they get. Look at that little comb.
Are they
Here's
cute?
both of them together. They fit right in my palm. They still scratch and peck just like big chickens. Come on back, little ones. Can't get over these 2 little guys are the roosters. You can see that tall comb and those shiny tails. Even though they're only 2 inches tall, they got a real crow. Hear that? That's a full-on rooster right there, just pocket size. They're so tiny and so proud at the same time. I love having them around. These are my mini 2-inch red jungle fowl. This is full grown, about as big as they get. Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Both of them together.
My sister sent me that. Crazy girl. I like this. If anybody knows who Mr. Coop is, you could do a YouTube search for Mr. Coop. I stand with Mr. Coop. I love that. That is so cute. I like listening to him. I think Tim likes listening to him because he makes so much sense. But this is what I was planning on doing, is going through and on Facebook. So let's see. Donovan Mail After Dark. That'd be really cool. Really, really cool. Or we could go over to
Then can you open the sauce? I need to add it to the ziti mixture. Yeah.
TikTok.
Hey, hon.
Hi.
Can you make creme brulee?
I like this.
What?
You know, that dessert with the burnt sugar
You
in it.
know.
Say the word.
Okay, breaking news. Kamala Harris says some people have to say I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president. What is your reaction to this? No, she
Say
wasn't.
the word blinked. Now say the word
Blinked.
blinked, but add an after the k. Say the word insect. Now say the word insect, but add a p after the s. Say the word
Insect.
said. Now say
Insect.
the word said, but add an
I don't know.
Goodbye, little one. Make money your way by.
Hello?
Hi, yes. Is Raven was rebred a couple of days ago.
Me after seeing Frida video. Mm.
I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me. Hello.
We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy.
I just love watching her.
When you touch my hand and talk sweet talk, I got a knocking in my
People talking
Here I'm singing. But anyways. But so I was thinking of going through some of the Facebook stuff and their advertisements that they have on the feeds and some of the other stuff and talking about that. We can hit, I could do videos on YouTube and talk about them too, but I don't know. I could do cooking in a small little area. I could do that. We're not at the DIY stuff on our property yet. More chicken, going down and doing chickens and feeding them and maybe cleaning them. I don't know. We will see. But it's almost 5. But I'm almost on here for a half hour. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will announce. I'll set up something for Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday or Thursday. One's in the morning, one's in the afternoon. I haven't figured that one out. Let's see. Before you forget. Wednesday 3 to 10:15. From 10 to 3. I'll do it on on this coming Thursday in the morning. Probably around 11, 12. We can have lunch together on Thursday. So I will see you on Thursday. around between 11 and noon. Have a wonderful